Welcome back to the Chat Lab podcast. I'm Evan.
And I'm Ethan, and this is the podcast where thoughts are tested.
So today we're going to be not really having any topic at all. We're just going to have a general chat, nothing specific. I guess it's just more of a chat, really. We're not doing anything uber deep, uber. I don't know. I don't know what else.
So today we're just kind of generally talking about. We both kind of have talking points, but we haven't discussed them, and we're just going to mention nothing too big. Nothing title worthy, I guess. We'll pick something interesting, but we don't have a big topic going into this. We're just rolling with the punches.
Exactly.
Yeah, so how are you keeping this
Grand,
week?
I've got my tea. You've got your tea.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing well. My week's been pretty boring. Nothing too exciting has happened. Family came over. That's about it. Yeah, nothing new. What about you?
Well, I mean, hasn't been an exciting week, which kind of more or less makes it a good one. Don't do a lot of things. It's it's nice to not have a busy week every now and then.
No news is good news.
Exactly. Been to the gym, the regular, done some programming, the usual.
Yeah, I got a new client actually for design, but because usually there's this person you know her that I work with when doing design. So like she does web design and I do the graphic design for the web design.
Colleague almost.
Yeah, basically like
I could replace her.
She almost oh god. She almost like outsourced me every time if they need a new logo for their new website or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's this new client that we had and I needed to do a logo for this garden center. But my colleague of sorts is out of office, so I've had to take the bat on or whatever and contact them myself and do all that, because usually we contact through her and not I don't contact the clients directly, but this time I have. I haven't done that in quite a while really, because most of my clients come from her.
Right.
So I haven't really had my own conversation with a client in quite a while, so that's interesting. I've just been sending out emails, emails, I suppose, just getting an idea for what I could come up with for the design,
Yeah, well, this week anyway, following up from episode 2 of how shitty my luck is with job interviews, I had another shot at that. So, not naming the company.
Does it start with Just go.
Okay, so I apply to about 10 jobs at once, all online kind of thing. I just go through at a certain time and apply because it takes time, because you have to read the job description and put in your cover letter specifically applying to why you'd like to work there and yada yada yada. And I actually forgot I applied to this job because I'd applied to a lot of them. So they came back and was like, oh, look, we liked your CV. You want to do an interview?
Whoa, right, finally.
And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. I can do an interview, like an online interview. So
yeah, rather
than some in person, it's basically just a Skype call. So I get on my shirt and I go down, I sit down for the interview, and I had my notepad ready about what the company stands for, why I'd like to work there, and I had those kind of questions ready to go.
Were you wearing pants?
Yes, not work pants. I was wearing joggers, and sat down at 3 for the thing. I logged in, checked all my stuff, and they did not show up.
They ghosted you. You got ghosted by a company.
I got ghosted by a large name company. Okay. So about 20, because the time slot was 3 and at about 3:15, I went, all right, I'm gonna email the person that contacted me about the interview to begin with, and I was like, hello, are you still up for this interview? And I hope everything's all right, but if you're willing to reschedule, just send me on any other times, just to cover my own ass, because
maybe they might think, oh, you're not proactive enough if you don't text them.
So I made the proactive decision of emailing them, and then I left it, and they literally haven't responded to me since. I did that yesterday, and they haven't responded to me. And keep in mind that the person I was in contact with would respond pretty actively to when I was talking to them about it.
Huh.
Be like, oh, is this a digital or physical? Because they were like, I want to organize an interview. You didn't specifically say. I had messaged them asking about it, replied within the hour. It's fine. And yeah, no contact since.
I have no idea why that, like, it's not like, oh, you didn't get the job, so they didn't contact you back. Because
I didn't even get a chance.
They said, yeah, we'll do the interview. So, and you didn't do the interview, so you didn't fail anything yet. So that's kind of weird how they just kind of ghosted you. Especially if they were answering. So it must be something other than...
Like, I might get an email back, yeah.
Yeah, you might.
That's why I'm not naming the company.
Yeah, because I'd imagine that it's just a faulty thing going on. I don't think they're just ghosting.
I don't think it's something to do with me, but I just... as you can step back and think, goes to show what kind of company they would be to work for.
Oh.
But, you know, that's the kind of way you're going to... I'd still take it, like...
I mean, you'd still take it, but you wouldn't be like, oh, great.
Yeah.
The guy who hired me didn't even answer me back when I asked. Didn't even come for the first interview.
Apparently about 20 to 30% of people get ghosted on online interviews. Mostly because of, like, company schedule and how hiring people is on the lesser of priorities when it comes to their day-to-day work.
Yeah, and I guess maybe just with this whole... I know it's kind of dying down a little bit now, but like with the whole pandemic and things, I'd say maybe it's just a bit harder or not harder maybe, but they just don't care as much about, you know, hiring new people because they probably just don't have the money to do so. Because, I mean, if you think about it, like they could have been out of work for, I don't know what company it is, but I'm just going to guess that they could have been out of work for a while. Some people could have gotten pay cuts, that kind of thing. Because people weren't buying, even if they were open, people might not have been able to buy from them, as many people at least.
Yeah.
So, you know, and they had to purchase loads of different infrastructure to allow for the restrictions with the pandemic to take place. So, there's probably an external reason. I doubt it would be anything to do with you.
Oh, I don't doubt it's something. I don't think it's something to do with me at all.
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe.
Maybe, you know, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, look.
If they read back over your application, they're like, wait, his name's Ethan? Ugh.
That's disgusting.
Wait, he wears glasses? Ugh.
They didn't know that.
You never know.
They're not going to if they never actually interview me.
Well,
but actually, I need to talk a bit more about this, actually, because I had done an interview. I was a digital interview. Now, not this kind of Skype call I was going to do. It was a series of questions I had to answer and then play 2 games after to nobody. I recorded, I got prompted a question. Give an example of when you took leadership in your work. Something like that. 30 seconds to answer it. Or 30 seconds to think about my answer, a minute to answer it. And there's about 6 of those questions and then 2 games you got to play. And what I thought...
Like Snakes and Ladders or like what kind of game?
Yeah, so one of them was like a memory game of numbers. And the other one was like a shape spatial game.
Jeez.
I thought you record them. No, this is a company that they outsource to hire people.
Oh, okay.
I thought this was going to be I record the messages and send them to the company.
Yeah.
And the company looks at them. But as I read more into it after I'd done it, it is an artificial intelligence that studies my inflection in voice, my facial cues, my tics.
Wait, so
these questions are being reviewed by AI, not the company, and that AI will decide whether I'm good enough or not.
So you got your camera, your mic, and you say the questions. You don't type them out.
No, you answer it with a video.
Oh.
So it's like I log on and you can read the question to give an example of when you took leadership. And I have 30 seconds to think about that, and then I can click record. And I record my answer for the minute. And then I go on to the next one.
Oh, I thought it was like you have 30 seconds to think and a minute to type. I thought that's what you meant by digital.
Not even a minute to type. No,
yeah, that's kind of like the Berghain trainer. You know, the really exclusive bar in Berlin where like you can do the trainer online where you have to get your camera and your mic. You have to answer the questions correctly, and it scans your face for like your facial expressions and stuff. So I'd say they just did something like that, where it's just AI kind of. And
it's all
even
AI.
that game, just as an example, is really bad at actually detecting whether you got them right or not. Like, I've seen graphs online where it's like completely random because the artificial intelligence doesn't know.
I heard it was just a client-side Boolean. So when you log on, it goes rolls a dice, true or false, heads or tails.
Oh, actually, yeah,
And
I think so, but I think your chances are increased as well if you get like one question or two or three.
Yeah,
right.
maybe. Yeah.
It's really weird.
But yeah, it was really weird because I had no idea, and it was just strange because you can't cheat that kind of system. But
you can't play on someone's emotions either. Cause
that's what I was saying. That's when
AI.
I figured out that it was the same company that was it was the same outsourced company that was hiring me. Like,
wait, so the company that outsourced this program is also the same company that ghosted you?
No, because there's two companies that outsource to this hiring company.
Okay.
And one of them did that AI interview. One of them in that same company was going to do the Skype call with me that ghosted me. So there's two types you can do. And I was like, I hope this isn't the AI one, because you need soft skills. How is a computer going to know what my soft skills are like, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think because a lot of an interview is kind of seeing how, I suppose, especially if you need to be, you know, a personable person. Because I don't know. If you need to get on with people, it's really important to actually meet with someone and like see how they are, rather than just an AI going, oh, his eyebrow went down a little bit there. Oh, he must be mad. Like, no. You know, you gotta really get like a person's view on it rather than just a computer, because a computer doesn't know emotion.
Exactly.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Like, this isn't Star Wars.
Yeah, well,
there's no R2D2
I just found those things kind of strange, and there's flaws in it too, because it was used to hire a load of people in IT, and it was found that it was hiring males more, because it found that if it was a female, it would get docked points, because more males were getting hired than females, so it thought something to do with the gender meant you weren't hireable.
Oh my god.
So the AI went, oh, you're female. No. Yeah, see, it's still in training, so I don't get why it's used. Yeah. I don't get why that shit is used.
That was just an accident of the fact that there just happened to be more men in the company. Like.
Exactly. It's just because it's a male-dominated sector. So when you see something like women, it thinks, oh, minority. That. Like, it is a minority.
No, I know.
So, oh, minority.
It just sounded so funny. How, like, blunt it was. Oh, women, minority. Yeah, no. Yeah, I tried the Berghain trainer, couldn't get in. And I heard that I heard like the actual Berghain, if you act angry, you might have a bigger chance of getting in. So, like, if you act like you don't care, or you're a bit, you know, if you're not bubbly,
yeah,
you have better chance. Like, if you're not smiling, you'll be better. And if you wear all black and stuff, I didn't wear all black for the camera because I didn't think it was gonna see my clothes. I didn't think that mattered. But I put on the angriest face I got. I got like 90% or like 100% anger, like most of the time.
Wait, it tells you what kind of emotion you have?
It goes from 0.0 to 1, as in like...
Yeah, the scale. Yeah.
And it tells you if you're euphoric, angry, sad, and something else. Scared, I think. So you just answer with your mic. Just say whatever. Yeah. So Cody Code did a video on it recently, actually.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, that was good.
It's a very good video.
Yeah.
What was it called? The video, not the what was the trainer called?
Oh, Berghain trainer.
Yeah, anyone that doesn't know what it is.
Berghain, I think.
Just if anyone wants to look it up, German nightclub AI trainer.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get it. It's quite cool to look at. So do you have anything to talk about? Or you want me to keep going?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, I do. So I have a bit of I have a news article here, right, that I'm gonna use to help me with this.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have seen recently that our baby boy Jake Paul got raided by the FBI.
I did not. This is news.
Okay, so he got his house in Calabasas raided by the FBI and like militia, right? They came down the road in like...
This is not good.
Like a big SUV thing, all wearing their uniforms.
Yeah, they got full on swatted, right?
He wasn't home at the time, apparently. So several rifles were seen being taken out of the 23-year-old's Calabasas mansion as part of an investigation into a looting spree at an Arizona shopping center in May during George Floyd protests. So,
oh, that's why they raided him.
They raided him, yeah, because
based on his looting.
Yeah, because
I know he was caught looting during the BLM protests.
Yeah. So the YouTuber was captured on video inside the mall, documenting the unrest, and Scottsdale police. The unrest, and Scottsdale police said it had received hundreds of tips and videos identifying him as a participant in the riot.
Yes, so, that's true. He got caught and prosecuted for that.
Yeah, so he said he was doing peaceful protests, and the group that he was with were doing it, but there was videos and tips of people saying that he was rioting and he was looting and stuff. So it was a long investigation, and only now did they raid his house, guns blazing and everything. Well, not guns blazing, but what I find interesting is just how he seems like such a soft boy.
Yeah.
But I feel like he would be manipulated easily.
Absolutely.
Into guns are cool. You should get one. Because he had like rifles, like multiple rifles.
I think he's just under this constant pressure to stay somewhat in this bubble term of relevant.
Yeah.
He just wants to seem like, oh, I'm still cool, guys. All his friends like I'm still cool. I'm still cool.
Like 6ix9ine did, like running down his driveway with AKs and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, I'm still cool. Look at me. So he does whatever his friends think are cool to keep on top of that, you know.
Yeah.
Hill, I guess.
Yeah, but apparently, what I read in another thing that I'm not going to read it word for word, but I read that his neighbors would hear mysterious like explosions during the night. I'm guessing they were gunshots, possibly, or maybe they were explosions, mini explosions, like. But they'd hear them at night just mysteriously for no reason, and that was another kind of tip as to what Jake Paul was doing. But
yeah,
I just can't believe it. Such a soft boy having multiple
kind of
rifles.
Polarized, kind of a polarized reaction here, because I just can't believe that was the only thing they found in his house.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like he'd be very.
As the story goes, usually people that make a lot of money and are that age tend to dabble in the narcotics. I think I'm very surprised that that's the only thing they found in there. It must be his gun house.
Yeah, it's
must have a different druggy house later. Like,
I just find it's so weird how, he's got this fight coming up, and possibly with KSI, he's got this new song.
Doesn't he have a new fight coming up?
Oh, he has another fight, yeah. And he's got this new song, and he's like kind of staying in that popularity game over that side, and then now he's just got guns in his house.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do bits, but that's gonna dead him a bit. That's.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Aren't guns legal in America though?
Yeah, but you need a license, and I don't think you can have multiple rifles. I think you can have like a concealed carry for protection, but you need a license for it. Well, you need a firearm license, and you can also get like rifles, like hunting rifles. But I
know of an American that has about 20 different rifles. They're a big name streamer.
Yeah, so
he has them in the background of his camera, so I'm assuming you're allowed them.
You can
state by state.
No, yeah, you can definitely get, and yeah, maybe it's different in every state. I mean, we don't know, we're Irish, but I know that you can get guns and stuff. But I'm fairly sure that because I'm fairly sure that the guns were not legal guns, and also he has rifles upon rifles, like.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he just has a little pistol that he keeps on himself to keep him safe, which is still ridiculous, in my opinion. I just still don't understand that. Like, carry a taser, like, what are you doing with a gun? But,
it's American, man.
Yeah, I just found it so bizarre. Like, his house got raided by militia, like.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go so low? Yeah, so. I just thought it was really interesting to see that like unfold, like see how he went from hero to zero. Like I know he's not necessarily zero right now, but yeah, he will bounce back.
I think he's done a lot worse.
Yeah, that Paul family just has some miracle with bouncing back, from
Bad
everything.
rap. Bad rap they have.
They have a bad rap, but they bounce back every time. I'm telling you.
Well, I have a new addiction at the moment.
Is it guns?
No.
Don't look at me like that. What's your new addiction?
Okay. My new addiction is Subway Surfers.
So, oh god.
If you haven't heard of it, something wrong with you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so last week you said you were having you weren't enjoying playing games, and now you're playing Subway Surfers to substitute.
Yes. I'm addicted to that game. It's just something somewhat nostalgic about it, and it also seems easy to complete. So what you do is, right, you're given these like set of three. So you have a score multiplier.
I can't believe what I'm listening to.
You have a score multiplier, right? And that score multiplier starts at 1, and you can go all the way up to 30. So the more multiplier you have, the easier it is to get a higher score.
Yeah.
So you have to do 3 challenges, and once you do those 3 things, it'd be like, pick up this many power-ups or whatever. Do those 3, and then you move on. So now you have a score multiplier of 2, and you do that all the way up, and they get harder and harder. And that seems so easy to beat that I'm determined to beat it. I'm on like 19 out of 30.
I just can't believe you're teaching me about Subway Surfers.
I highly recommend anyone to download it if they had it before or haven't had it yet. It's
yeah,
fun.
I used to have it when I was younger, but I don't think I get it now. I remember playing Hill Climb Racing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the bomb. That was great.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just been enjoying the mobile phone ones as well because it takes a lot less time to get invested.
Have you seen what's it called, like Beat Dash or something? It's like Beat Saber, but it's
On the phone?
On the phone.
Fruit Ninja.
No, I'll get the name there. It's basically Beat Saber, Beat Blade. It's basically Beat Saber, except you're like a third person character and you just swipe your phone left and right to go. Or you can hold it as well. It's like Guitar Hero mixed with Beat Saber, but it's on your phone. It's really weird. But I saw it on TikTok and I was like, yo, that looks sick. So you can do like current songs as well with it, which is nice. They're not just like generic EDM songs or something. They're actually good songs. So I did Spooky Scary Skeletons. There's this one partner I can never get. But then and that's like a hard level, but then I can do expert no problem on a different song. It's really weird. But yeah, that's really the only game I've been playing a lot recently. I have a load of mobile games, but I don't really play them. I'm just not that kind of person. I went through a phase of playing Mario Kart, on the new one on the phone.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did when that came back out. That came out in September, October.
Yeah,
a lot of people were playing that because it's Mario Kart and it's on your phone.
It was class.
Yeah, but then you realize, it's just Mario Kart.
Yeah, I just kind of stopped because I don't know, I just did. I don't know. I get a game and then I play it for a bit and then I stop.
Well, I've just found that PC games take a lot more. You need a lot more out of your day to get invested in them. As you were saying, you could spend half an hour at a game and still find it a waste of time.
Yeah, but
give me 10 minutes on Subway Surfers and I feel fine.
I find you can do more on a PC game than that's the only thing. If I was to open my phone now and I was looking for a game to play, I might click Driving Park, which is one where you just go really fast and you have to hold when you need to slide into a space, or Score Hero, or Flip Dunk, or something. I might play something.
It's just
random.
kind of a short burst dopamine thing.
Yeah, or if I'm bored but I have no messages and I don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
I go on that.
They're their own outlet, I think.
Yeah,
and I'm just diving into that at the moment.
Yeah, I find though that I dive in and it doesn't last very long because I get bored of the game very quickly because they are just more monotonous than anything else.
Yeah, well, Subway Surfers has a bit of an arc, and I'm nearing that horizon.
Actually, yeah. House Paint is another game where you have a block and you have to go around the house painting it, and when you get better in that, all you do is you just get a different block or something. There's nothing new. Whereas let's say if I was playing Call of Duty, you get a new gun, you get a new attachment that makes you better. Whereas this is just a different skin.
Yeah, see, Subway Surfers is where you can connect with Facebook and beat all your friends.
8-Ball Pool you can as well.
Yeah, 8-Ball Pool is a bit too slow paced though. Requires more skill, but I literally just have to swipe left, right, up, down on this.
Yeah,
on
but
this.
the thing is, you can real time just beat someone at 8-ball pool, a real person. You can real time go like, haha, you suck. Because they're just worse than you. Even if they're better or a higher level, you can still beat them. So, but I just don't really play mobile games, really. I mean, every now and then, but I just don't. I haven't been playing games recently still.
Yeah.
But that's because the internet's not good enough to download ones I want to play, so.
That's that, yeah.
You've been playing Dirt, though?
Yeah, a little bit of dirt rally. That's fun. That's definitely the outlet I needed because I'm really want to take a break.
Really? Because
no. Specific game. All right, let me finish my sentence here. It's really the outlet I needed of a type of like relaxation because when I'm talking games, especially last week, I'm referring to things like Valorant. You know, the newest FPS game that everyone's mad about.
Yeah.
Tarkov, the fucking hardcore shooter. There's so much out that takes out of you.
Yeah.
Whereas when I go into dirt, I can just pick a Subaru and drift around a track, and that's all I need for 10, 20 minutes.
Because we were on a call and you were like, oh.
Yeah, that's all I need.
You did some drifting, you were like mad excited.
It's because what I can do is I can go on. Within 5 minutes, I'm in a race, and I can do that for 10 to 15 minutes and be fine. I'll have enough of it. I can go off then and do what I want. Whereas a lot of other games need a lot more time, which I just find I don't want to sink into anything.
The one thing I find about like COD, Fortnite, everything, like all those type of things, even CSGO at times, is that you can't just do one game.
Yeah.
You can't. Like, especially Fortnite, like when we used to play it, you could die straight away. So you would need to play another one. But then you do that, you if you don't win, you feel like you haven't played the game. So you need to keep playing. And then COD, you still just can't do it because once you do one game, you haven't unlocked anything, you haven't done well. That was your warm up game, so you're going to be bad anyways.
Yeah, I'd love to play more COD, but that game is too fucking big. Modern Warfare is too big.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is, but it's really good. So
I'm pointing to a hard drive. I have an external hard drive over there. It's on our TV.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's just on that?
What?
Modern Warfare. I had to take it out of my PC and put it onto an external hard drive, and I still have to update it. And I might actually. I don't know if I heard the new Warzone season is coming out today.
Well, just a season in general. It's just a season in general, I think.
Oh, I thought it was season 5.
Yeah, but it's for Modern Warfare.
COD season 5, right.
It's for Modern Warfare. And
Modern Warfare season. Okay.
It's the same game, really.
I really like the multiplayer in it, so might give it another go.
Yeah, I got addicted to it. Met a couple of friends online. I think I talked about this before.
It's a lot smaller on the PS4 as well.
It's still massive.
No, it is. But I don't know who I was talking to. Maybe it was Billy or something.
I think it was Billy.
Someone about the size of the game, and it was like, oh yeah, this is about 200 gigabytes. And I was like, yeah, that's fucking huge, but it was like 350. And that was when I was talking about it. It's probably 450 now.
Yeah, but in the past, Black Ops like 4 was really big on PC as well.
Yeah, but I mean relative, like it's fucking.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to think about it at the same time. They've done 2 games in one, and I know they technically did that with Blackout in Black Ops 4, but that wasn't like as good as this. So they have 2 really good games in one, so it makes sense that it's big. Yeah. But that big, I don't know.
Half a terabyte.
Yeah, I don't know about
GTA
that.
GTA is what, 80 gigs?
Yeah.
So, 4 times 80 is 320.
But GTA is also, what, 5-6 years old? No more? I don't know.
7 to 8 years old now. 7 years old.
So,
But take a new title. It's a new game. I'll give you an example. Look at Tarkov. Look at how that plays, right? Escape from Tarkov is the name of the game. Look at it though.
I have an answer for everything, boy.
Yeah, I know you do. It's one of the reasons we have a podcast. Look at how good that game looks. Guess how big it is.
I don't know, like 80.
20.
I guess 80.
It's 20 gigabytes.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a beta, and it's not like it doesn't have like I don't know, it doesn't have as much in it. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but 20 gigabytes.
Yeah, I mean, well, there are amazing games that are like you could get for under 10 gigabytes. Like there are some pretty nice looking games. I don't know if personally, I just think this looks good. Is Splinter Cell Blacklist. I personally think it looks pretty good. It's pretty old, but I think it looks good, and I think it's less than 10. It could be like anywhere from 5 to 8, and it's a good game. Like it's a good game. It looks good, and it's pretty small. But I just think COD has always had like pretty, I guess, big games, both price wise and storage wise.
Yeah, I think like COD has Warzone, COD has their multiplayer and their campaign, but Jesus Christ, man, half a terabyte. It's too much.
Yeah,
I still want to play it though, and I want to play gun game on it again.
I haven't played it in so long because
I
when I moved, I left the PS4 in my other house, and but it was just as well because the internet wasn't good enough, really.
Yeah.
So then when I went back, I brought it back again, and now I have it. But the internet, we got told the upgrade wouldn't be until third week of September instead of mid-July when we were told what it was going to be like. So
that sucks.
Yeah, that really sucks. So basically I can't get on right now. I did plug it in one night. I was just home alone and I was like, oh, I'll sit in the sitting room now, I'll play some campaign. Played about a mission or two and I just got a bit bored because it's just not the same.
Not at all.
Also, I don't like the first two couple missions. I like closer to the end it gets better. So, but yeah, that's just kind of, I guess, what I want to do.
Yeah.
I just want to play it.
Bouncing back to YouTube news.
YouTube news.
Leafy is back on YouTube.
Is he here?
You wear this. Do you know who he is?
I guess I know.
Okay.
I just hit my mic. I guess I know who Leafy is.
He's back. He's big. He's doing bits.
Is he back properly now? Because I knew he was going to come back.
He's making videos like by the day.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing millions.
I remember watching him.
2016. His big Keemstar.
Yeah, so I was 13, 14 maybe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the maths for that, but yeah.
I was 13 because that was a year after I'd moved. So I would have been 13, 14. And I was watching them quite a lot. But when I kind of stopped watching them and then I heard he fell off and I was like, Like I didn't really care. I don't think I'd watch him now because that content just can't be made the same nowadays.
Yeah.
What he made just cannot be done. Whether it be because of monetization or just the cancel culture, it will not happen.
Yeah, I mean I just like enjoy listening to his waffle.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just one for his ramblings, so I quite like it. But I just thought I'd bring that up because I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it, despite it, being who he is, and no one said anything at all.
Yeah, I didn't know he was properly back.
Yeah, I didn't either until I got recommended one of his videos, and I was like,
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually saw another. You know Yes Theory, don't you? Yes Theory.
Yes Theory. Oh, Yes Theory. Yeah.
Yes Theory. Sorry, I said it weirdly. Whatever. They uploaded a new video recently where they went to the Biosphere 2, which is basically like an indoor recreation of Earth. And they have a rainforest, they have an ocean, they have, loads of different things there. They have a whole massive thing called the lung, which keeps the windows from shattering from the pressure and stuff like that. It was done in the 90s, I think, where they were going to go in, scientists were going to go in for 2 years to see if they could survive there so that maybe we could live on the moon someday. It was called Biosphere 2 because number 1 is Earth.
Of course.
So Biosphere 2, and it got shut down when it was leaked that at one point oxygen was like being taken away from the thing, like accidentally, or it was just getting worse. I don't know, the oxygen levels were getting worse because I think it was the cement. It hadn't done something properly yet, so it was taking the oxygen from the air. So they actually pumped more oxygen in from the outside, and that ruined the experiment because what they had told the press and everyone, the whole world, was that they would not be getting any help from the outside. So when it was found out that they did that, everyone went crazy because they were like, "You can't just secretly pump oxygen in and not tell us."
Yeah.
So, but it was really cool to see. Like, Like there's a proper living ocean, a proper living rainforest. It's incredible. It looks so cool.
Makes terraforming Mars look like a reality.
It really does, like, because it's proper. Like it has its own wildlife.
How
Well,
big
not
is the
wildlife,
sphere?
no. Well, it's not just one room. I think it's multiple spheres and boxes and like just think, the colonization of the moon and the structures we'd have to make there. So it's not just one sphere. It's like kind of joined
You
spheres.
have the jungle room, the ocean room.
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Basically, like there literally are different rooms for the different parts. You can pick a banana off one of the rainforest trees. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So now they just do tours there because it's not really being used anymore. But I just thought it was crazy. I'd love to do it. Like, I'd love to be able to go. I don't know if I'd live there, but I'd love to at least like experience it.
Well, living on Mars or living in the biosphere too?
Biosphere 2.
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be Biosphere 3 if they were to redo it. But yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like the experience.
I don't know how long I'd do it for, or if I just visit. I don't know.
Do it for a couple of days, maybe.
Yeah,
See what it's like. Test the waters.
literally. See if the water's nice. I don't know if it's warm or cold. I'm very sure it was like,
Whatever they want it to be.
yeah, I think it was just lukewarm. I think it was alright.
Room temperature.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, biosphere temperature. Alright.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do have a question. It's one of those general topic questions you just talk about. What is your favorite thing to do to unwind?
My favorite thing
Walk
to
me
do to
through.
unwind.
Yeah, so you had a tough day, long day, you haven't been home, you're just coming home, and you feel like you need to relax. Maybe you've got a stressful situation, who knows, whatever, but you need to relax. What's your go-to shit? I'm gonna do this and relax, chill out. Is it interesting or is it just kind of hearsay?
Well, I find that I guess it depends on what I'm trying to relax from.
Right.
So, sometimes it might be music. Because I don't know, like it's just part of me. Like music is just, I cannot get away from it. Like it's just, I love it. But if it's not music, maybe I'm bored, or if I'm maybe a little bit down, I might watch Rhett and Link. There's a YouTuber who called You're So Loud, who does like I guess compilations, kind of mixes or whatever, kind of like Rhett and Link being idiots for 4 minutes straight. Those kind of videos.
Right, okay.
Rhett and Link being Southern boys for 4 minutes straight. And I just watch a load of those. And I've rewatched all of them multiple times, and they make me laugh every single time. It is like guaranteed I'm going to laugh, smile, giggle at those. But if I just want to like relax, I'll just watch YouTube. Watch some of my favorite shows. I don't know. There's nothing else really I do.
Yeah.
Because gaming is relaxing, but it can also be stressful depending on the game.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you do to unwind. Might be something you do to create leisure in your life.
Yeah, to relax but not unwind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what would you do? I don't know. I'd imagine it's pretty similar.
Yeah, I mean, roughly. I mean, there are some times where I could just do with a bath. Not that I fit in one. But
yeah.
But you just take a bath with
7'1".
Yeah, Big Shack, come at me. No, not Big Shack. Shack. Not Big Shack.
Big Mac.
I'd like a Big Mac.
This just went super downhill.
Right.
We're falling apart.
No, back on track. I just bath with Epsom salts. They're for muscle repair.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually a really good one. Really do to proper
I
relax.
cannot remember the last time I had a bath.
Yeah, well, you need one.
What's that supposed to mean?
You need to experience it. You need to relax, and you smell like shit.
I'm like, man, I just showered earlier. No, I mean I've had a shower. I've had a bath, yeah, but I've had multiple baths.
Do it to relax.
But
Throw
I
on a
haven't done one in a
podcast,
while.
maybe even chat lab. You never know. You hit in the bath, you just chill out. It's a really good way to relax. I really like it.
I do have a hot tub now. So it's the same thing because it's hot water.
Yeah.
I just turn off the bubbles and I'm sitting
Just when
in
you're in the
a hot toilet.
when you're in the bath, you are like kind of isolated as well.
I suppose.
Hot tub is a bit more public. It's like that's kind of the point of the bath, is to be isolated in a warm area. It's kind of relaxing. Another one I like to do to relax is turn on a Twitch stream. Not so much anymore because I'm not really digging a game that much.
Yeah.
Well, I might watch a streamer as opposed to a game. Like, just watch a streamer regardless of what he's playing. Just because I like it.
I don't really watch Twitch, really.
Yeah.
And if I do, it's not for very long. I just get bored of it very quickly for some reason.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. But, have you seen Greek God?
No.
You know Greek God, don't you?
No.
Oh my god. Greek God, he used to be like massive, but he did this massive body transformation, and oh my god, it is fantastic.
No, he is a Greek god.
Now he really is a Greek god. Like, okay, just for reference, I'm showing Ethan a picture, right? This is how he used to look.
Alright, so we're looking at
Mega obese.
Tubby Lard.
He was about 290, I think.
For reference, his belly is touching his crotch. So
He was 290, I think. And then now he's just like
290 kilograms. I doubt that's pounds. 290 pounds is quite.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be.
And then now he's like, I know that's not his body, but like even from his face, you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell this guy's got a chin strap now. You can see where his jawline is. That's actually new information.
Yeah, like
Before.
Yeah, I think this is before he got his haircut. I don't know.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he's a bit more muscly now.
Not even that. He just looks thinner.
Yeah,
I guess.
It is crazy. Yeah, he still has a lot of like the loose skin and stuff, but that's.
Yeah, you will.
He said on stream, he was like, he showed his loose skin, and he was like, honestly, man, I just play with it when I'm in bed. He was like, it's fun to play with. I just flick it up and down and all this, and he was just like, I'd have to get this physically removed if I wanted it to be a flat stomach. But he said, look, pull up my shorts, gone. Doesn't really matter. I don't really mind it. He said, like, one excuse that they have that they don't want to like start working out and start losing the weight is because of the skin, like the excess skin afterwards. Because I don't know, they just find it kind of, I don't know, not nice. But like, surely being overweight is
definitely a lazy
nice
excuse.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Also, I found really nice. He was like, I would not have been able to do this without my mom. He was like,
Aww.
I literally wouldn't have been able to, and I was like, oh yeah, king shout out their moms.
They do. They always do.
Yeah, because he was saying that she'd cook his meals and stuff, because that's another thing, is that he was too lazy to make something healthy, because it was so much easier just to get something fattening.
It is though.
It really is.
It really is.
So he said if it wasn't for her, he'd come back from streaming and he'd have a meal. He'd go, I want chicken and lettuce, and then he'd go stream, come back, and then he'd have chicken and lettuce for dinner. And he was like, I could not have done it without her.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend that, I did this all by myself, because, I mean, clearly he didn't, but I mean, it's just the fact that, like, he knows it's hard to do it by yourself. You need help from other people.
100%.
Yeah. But I suppose, like, it's kind of it can be a bit harder when you're, I guess, not living by yourself, or when you're just like, when you're in a family, I guess, because you want something different for dinner.
No.
Than everybody else, like everybody else is having pizza and chips, and you're like, I want to have chicken and rice.
Sometimes it's even though you make a big pot of something.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes everybody wants it, but it's just the fact that, like, sometimes.
Yeah, no, but like, let's say you want to go on a diet and your mother keeps making big pots of like a casserole or something, and maybe you shouldn't be eating. Maybe she fattens it up somehow because it tastes nice, and maybe you don't want to eat that. You're kind of. It will cost more, and it will be more out of the way, especially, which would tie into another fat person being lazy reason for not wanting to lose weight. I just don't want to be awkward. Be one of them.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of stuff. It's just being
I
lazy.
don't want to
Like,
have to ask. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to go. Oh, I don't want that for dinner. I want something healthier. Another problem he mentioned as well was that you need to have something you like. Eat stuff you like. Just bring down the quantity. Bring down the quantity, make it a bit healthier. He was like, I still had chicken, steak, this every day. He was just like, but I ate less. Which is true. I mean, diets would be horrible if I was told I need to eat mushrooms and olives in a salad. Mushrooms. I'd be like, no thanks. I don't want to eat mushrooms and olives in a salad.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a salad that I like and do that than go for anything else. Because it's just, what's the point? What's the point?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just I'm trying to get into a habit of eating more of a variety of foods. So like not even just because I'm eating the same thing and that's unhealthy. I know that already. It's more so that I don't eat a lot of foods to begin with. Not that I'm not eating them. So I need to start. I'm trying to have more kind of foods to see if I like them, see what kind of meals I can eat, and that's actually become pretty successful. So it's working out pretty well. I
looked up healthy meals for picky eaters, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but the first thing I got was a mom's website for foods you can cook for your kids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm embarrassed to say it, but that did show up first. So then I looked up for adult picky eaters, and I got a couple of things that were like related to people. Some adults are picky eaters. So I got a good few recipes that look so good for like breakfast type stuff or lunch or dinner or whatever. I got a couple of different things, and cannot wait to try them. They look so good.
Give me a breakfast one.
The breakfast one.
Give me a breakfast one.
The one I found was it's like an egg muffin like shape thing. It's like an egg but in a muffin shape, and you have like different veg and stuff in it.
Oh,
it looked really nice actually. And what else? What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's this pasta and spinach thing, parmesan on top. Ugh. Get in my belly. That looks so good. Well, yeah, so that's kind of my plan. Try to make those without getting in the way of anybody else's kind of dinner and what they're doing. So
yeah,
that's my plan. Hopefully, I could also just make dinner for everyone.
Yeah, you could do that, but that's
it's an extra step.
That's an extra step. Baby steps.
That's just making it harder on myself.
Yeah. You're really piling on all the work for yourself and not doing that right. Right.
All right. Well, I think it's time for something special, something we like to call a weekly dose of life advice.
Advice. All right. Just to preface this, this life pro tip is not safe for work, so I can assure you that it's not explicit. Okay, it's not really bad. Okay, it's just like I'm just to say I haven't heard this yet, and I'm very worried as to what this is going to be. Evan's organic reaction to this. All right, life pro tip: anytime you think about contacting an ex or an old crush, rub one out first.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah,
I just think it's solid advice. You need to get that post-nut clarity. Sit down. I just want to figure yourself out.
I'm sorry to any family member that may be listening.
It's just solid advice. I prefaced it. Okay, if you're still listening, I'm sorry. Your fault. Okay. I just think that post-nut clarity is something that needs to be, I know you hate this term, normalized.
I hate that term.
People need to do it more. People need to think about it.
Post-nut clarity.
You don't know what this is?
No, I know what it is, but is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mom. Yeah, no.
Look, it's an efficient way of sleeping on it.
I mean, it's practical. Yeah, it's like sleeping on it without going to bed.
It comes with anything though. It's not just It's not just doing that. It's sleep on it. Sleep on it. Take your time with your decisions. Never be impulsive.
Yeah, we should have said that.
Nah, that one works way better. Yeah, well, maybe just to rephrase the pro tip, maybe you should just sleep on things. You know, you don't gotta rub one out. It's not mandated, okay? You can just sleep on things. But it's a valuable lesson. Take your time and don't be impulsive. That's just, I need to reiterate that point.
Yeah, I think it is kind of important as well. Just to, so I think when you're impulsive, like you might make a decision that you regret. Oh my god! You might make a decision you regret. You might make a decision you regret. Because of the impulse. So I'd say yeah, sleeping on it is probably the overall general advice.
Yeah. And as everyone knows, after the life pro tip,
that's the end of the podcast.
I'm afraid.
So you can find us on Spotify,
iTunes,
and YouTube. Check the description of all three of those. You'll find a link. Click on that. You've got all our socials.
Yes, everything from our Twitter to our Patreon, website, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Yeah. You'll find us everywhere.
Literally.
The link tree is the all-in-one.
Everywhere
link.
bar Facebook and Instagram.
Ew.
That
being said, guys, I guess we'll just have to see you next week.
Bye.